Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Berdel Warrior here from Go Higher Mindset Marketing. Hope you guys had a super awesome weekend. And so, my topic today is the 7 tips on the poor versus the rich choices that people makes on a daily basis. So, number one would be consumers. The poor people usually consume. They're consumers. They're the ones that go out and buy the latest gadget, the latest stuff, okay? And opposed to the rich person, that person he creates. He probably was the one that maybe created the shoes, the one that wrote the book. Hey, Aubrey. Hey, lady. She's the one, or he's the one that created the book. Maybe the products that you're buying, maybe the educational stuff that you're looking at, those are the people that created those. So those are the ones that's creating the products, okay? Then number two, the poor people lose time. What do you mean by that? They are not the ones that are actively looking for things to invest in. They're not the ones that adding value. They're the ones that losing time. Losing time maybe of how they go about getting whatever that they're looking for. They waste a lot of time, okay? Then number three, the poor people spend a lot of time trying to save a little bit of money, okay? So some of them spend the money and some of them just try to save the little bit that they have, okay? And it creates a challenge, okay, when you think about it. As opposed to the rich person, what he does, instead of he decided to maybe cut his lawn, like maybe the poor person thinking, I have limited time here, so let me cut the lawn, not realizing by you cutting the lawn, instead of paying maybe a neighbor child to cut the lawn for maybe $20 or whatever, you just decide to cut it. And by you doing that, you taking valuable time away from maybe something else that you could have been creating. So the rich people spend more time creating, figure out how to create with the task that they have on hand. So maybe they're not going to be the one that cutting the grass. They'll pay someone, okay? And then by them doing that, they will give them more time to be more creative. Maybe they got to go out and do a blog post. Maybe they go out and do maybe write another chapter in their book, or think about another product, or maybe they'll be the one that goes to a class, okay? So if you think about that. So that would be number three. And then you think about it also, on number three, the topic there of the poor people spend a lot of time. Okay, also we spend a lot of poor people spend a lot of time just not delegating, okay? The rich people find the things to delegate for somebody else to do, then that will alleviate them from doing it and giving them more time to spend in the activity that will be income producing activity. Okay, then number four would be poor people try to look rich. Have you seen a lot of those people? The poor people try to look rich, so they'll be the one that spend much money in the expensive stuff, okay, just because they're thinking that by me having this expensive purse, expensive shoes, the expensive car, I will appear to be rich, and not knowing that the rich people, what they do, they buy the luxury after, okay? After their income is where they want to, then you probably see them start investing in the luxury. And besides, if you think about it, the luxury will follow because they are doing the income producing activity. They are the ones that's creating. So of course, the luxury will follow them. They not have to try to pretend to be that rich person, okay? And then if you think about it also, if you don't have the income to keep up that appearance of being rich, sooner or later you're going to run out of income, right? You're going to run out of income. So what the rich people do, they do create the income to support whatever lifestyle that they want, okay? So that's number four. And then number five, the poor people keep money, or maybe they don't use it at all. So maybe they have money, right? So they might use it, or they might not, just put it away, maybe go hide it under the mattress, or maybe put it in a can and bury it somewhere, okay? However, rich people, what they do, they invest their money. They're always figuring a way to invest in order for their money to work. So the rich people put their money to work by investing it, whether it's Bitcoin or whether it is in another company. Hey, Jonelle. Hey, lady. So that's what the rich people do. So they find a way to invest their money for their money to work for them. The poor people, on the other hand, they try to maybe just bury the money or don't invest the money because they're thinking that, I have to hold on to this. I have to hold on to my last money. And by not realizing by you holding on so tight, there's nothing coming in, right? So that is one of the other thing with rich people. Okay. Also, the rich people take the credit. A lot of time you find like poor people, they take their credit card and just spend on, like more material stuff. However, the rich people, they spend money. They maybe go take that credit that they just gotten from the bank or the credit card, and they find a way to invest that money. So they're always using other people's money to invest. So maybe if they're buying a house, okay, they might only put down maybe 10% and then they borrow the rest. Okay, with the poor people, they always find a way to just spend the money in things that's not as value, things that's not going to give them interest. Okay, so that's another thing. Then number 5. Let me that was number 5 I just stated. Number 5, the poor people keep money and that they don't want to use or they hide it. So that was number 5. So number 6, so then the average person, okay, only have one source of income, okay? So if you think about it, most of the people out there, 95% is working, and there's nothing wrong with that, okay? However, they only have that one income. So for instance, if something happened and they lose that job, then they have no income coming in. However, the rich person, what they do, they have multiple streams of income, meaning if one thing, or maybe they have one company and that company, go out of business or whatever, they have other businesses that they had invested in and they could rely on those different those multiple streams. However, the poor person only had the job. So my suggestion would be, keep your job, but also think about having a second business, whether it's being an entrepreneur or maybe, I don't know, we got friends that usually engineer, they're electrician, they do the stuff on the side, they're teachers, they got some friends that's in real estate, they do that part-time, and they got also some people that, know how to cook, and then they cook for different people. So, that's just example. So you just have to find out what it is that you need to do for you and your family to bring some additional income inside, okay? Then number 7, the poor people aim at retirement, okay? They're working the 40 to 45 years of working, and so when they get about 65, they're thinking about, hey, it's time to retire, right? And so what the rich people does, they decided that they, don't want to have that type of lifestyle. So they invest in they want financial freedom. So the rich people figured a way how to not retire, but they figured a way how to get financial freedom in whatever investment, whatever opportunity that they are doing. So they're constantly building assets, okay? Asset. I know a long time ago, people were saying that your home was an asset, okay? Until I start reading the Rich Dad Poor Dad book, he outlined that your home is not an asset but a liability, okay? So a lot of times we find ourselves not really knowing, we're just going by what friends saying or other people saying, not knowing that, home is not giving you anything. If you think about it, it's just giving you a roof, a shelter over your head. You are paying the insurance on the home. You're paying, the taxes on their home. There's a lot of stuff that's tied up. So there's money going out. Okay. However, if you had, like, say you had a home, but you have an investment property, okay, you have some investment property, so then that's where your assets will come, because even though you might be spending money into upkeeping of the rental property, okay, you're still getting income out of that. I hope that makes sense. So if you think about, being a poor person versus the rich, it's just that they're doing almost the same thing, but the focus is different. Okay, the focus is a little bit different. So, if you want to get more information, I was trying to find my Rich Dad Poor Dad book. However, this is the only one I was able to find. Own your own corporation, meaning that you are your corporation and you just need to figure out how to become better at whatever you're doing. And then he, in this book, he says why the rich own their own companies and everyone else work for them. So this was just one of the book, but you can get more information if you're looking for on Rich Dad Poor Dad, or there's a lot of other books that you might be able to find out. And then another thing too, the rich people spend more time investing in themselves. Okay, they go to the classes to become a better person. So if you're one of those individuals that want more information, take the time out to invest in yourself, because you are the best asset there is for your business, because you are the business. So invest in whatever classes that you need to maybe have a better handle on your finances. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, and Jonelle, thank you for stopping by. This is Berdel Warrior, and you can also find me on Berdel Warrior at Go Higher Mindset Marketing, or also Go Higher Warriors. So until next time, talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care.